welcome to Envision. I'm Deanne Conrad here with our superintendent, Dr. Brian Maher, and it has been a long winter. We are grateful for spring weather and hope that it sticks around for sure. We're coming up and having a discussion with the school board on the last day of school. We had to move that a bit in order for us to...
A couple of times.
Yeah, a couple of times. So
Yeah.
Tell us where we landed and how we'll proceed.
Yeah, what we had 4 days that we called off entirely, and we had I think it was 3 late starts, 2-hour late starts as well. So we had interruption to 7 school days this year. And as we calculate our minutes so that we're in compliance, with the accrediting agencies
Right.
and with the Department of Education and so forth, we're actually going to have our last day of school be Friday, May 24th. So that's a few days later than our students would have originally anticipated. But from the high school perspective, it still gives them to take their finals uninterrupted in terms of consecutive days.
Right.
And from the middle school and elementary standpoint, whether it's final projects or final tests or final field trips or
Yes.
final whatever we
a lot
need
of
to do, it'll all be done in the context of one final week.
Right, and I know that there was some discussion, people saying, oh gosh, are we going to go into the following week, which would be the Tuesday after Memorial Day, and we've just been able to work that out because we do have minutes built in. We're able to achieve what we need to in terms of
Right.
those numbers,
You know,
those minutes we need to reach.
That's a great piece of importance, I think, because we wouldn't have to make up every day, even that we have, because we do have some time built into our schedule that allows us to meet the minutes. But I think one thing that's important to think of there is when you meet those minutes, you're talking about minimums, and we don't want to be about minimums. So we'd like to make up everything. But not only do you have that weekend that gets in there, but you also have Memorial Day that gets in there. And from the student perspective, we didn't think it made any sense to bring students back for one day after Memorial Day.
Right.
So we'll allow the students to conclude on that Friday. Now, from a staff perspective, doggone it, that Memorial Day still is in there. So they'll have to come back and make up a little bit of time. But I think from the adult to workplace environment perspective, it makes a little more sense than it does just from the student perspective.
Right, so students will be able to head into that weekend and know that they won't have to join us back until August.
Total exhale for that
Should we
weekend.
even talk about August in the fall, right?
Sure, right. It'll be here before we know
Oh, for certain. So we've been able to take care of that, even with the challenging weather that we've had, and it has been a challenge.
Yeah.
Maybe more so. Just so many factors go into those decisions.
This is my 4th year in this position, and this was easily the toughest year, and really what started out to be the easiest year. December, there wasn't even really
Much to talk about.
I didn't even have to get up early to check on
Yeah.
the weather, and really through about half of January. And then from the middle of January until the middle of April, it was crazy. I'm talking, we called off 4 days and had late starts on a number of days. That doesn't even include all the days that we went ahead and had school when it was a little bit iffy outside.
Sure.
It was quite a 3-month span from the middle of January to the middle of April.
Definitely glad that spring is here.
Definitely glad.
All right. So final day for Sioux Falls students is Friday, May 24th. Thanks for joining us today on Envision.